Welcome to the channel of Contemporary Literary Review India. Today I am with the poet Chandra Gurung. Chandra Gurung is an emerging poet from Nepal. He did his schooling from Himachal Pradesh, India, as his father was in the Indian Army in the Gurkha regiment. After college, he worked for a while in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and is currently working in Bahrain. He has a deep passion for poetry and writes poems in Nepali. He is also active as a translator of poems from English, Arabic, and Hindi into Nepali. His first poetry collection in Nepali was published in 2007, and his work has been widely published in several print and online publications, including More of My Beautiful Bahrain and Snow Jewel, including some other magazines and journals around the world. So I welcome Chandra Gurung. Hello friends, hope you are doing well. Today I am with Chandra Gurung, an emerging poet and a new voice from our neighboring country, Nepal. So let me first congratulate Mr. Chandra on the release of his poetry collection recently, My Father's Face.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's great. And okay, so obviously I would be, and my audience would be curious about knowing about you. Please provide some details about your background and upbringing.
Yeah. I'm Chandra Gurum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from a Hindi village in the Gorkha district of Nepal. This district is situated in the mid-western part of Nepal. My grandfather was a farmer. He used to cultivate seasonal crops like maize, wheat, paddy.
Oh.
He raised cows, buffaloes, sheep, and goats. Other family members used to help him in farming.
Mm-hmm.
And my father, he joined Indian Army as a Gurkha soldier at an early age.
Oh, that's great.
As I grew up,
Mm-hmm.
I joined village primary school. Then my father later took me to India for the further studies.
Mm-hmm.
I did my schooling from Government Senior Secondary School in Subathu, district Solan of Himachal Pradesh.
Oh.
This state is in the northern part of India.
Mm-hmm.
As my mother was in Nepal that time, I was left there in India with my relatives for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Later, I was admitted in school's hostel.
Okay, okay.
So most of my childhood was spent staying away from my mother and family.
Okay, okay. Okay. That's great. So what is the impact of earlier Nepali poets or writers on your work?
Uh, at the beginning, when I was attracted towards poetry, I
Mm-hmm.
was highly fascinated by the poems of senior poet Bhupi Sejan.
Okay,
He
okay,
is a very
okay.
well-known Nepali poet.
Mm-hmm.
Reading his poems, I got interested in poetry writing.
Okay,
His
okay.
poems are very simple in language, but carry the real pictures of Nepali society and people.
Oh, great.
From
Great.
him, I learned that we must portray our society and people in our creations. Thus,
Mm-hmm.
his poems fascinated me to the world of poetry.
Right, right. You are right. Any other influences on your work, like other poets from literature across the world, like that?
After my plus two, while doing my college,
Mm-hmm.
I worked in Kathmandu for some years. Then later I opted to go to Gulf country. I was in Saudi Arabia. So when I came to Gulf country, then I got
Mm-hmm.
chances to read the poems by Arabic poets. As we
Okay,
know,
okay.
like Arab world is regarded as the origin place of poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Nepal and these countries, they are all shattered by the political problems.
Right,
Thus,
right.
I find the same stream of immigration, dislocation from the homeland, and longing for one's own motherland in most of these poems from two countries. The Gulf country where I was working and my own homeland, Nepal.
Right, right.
Uh, they write the same pain and problems in their
Mhm.
poems.
Correct,
Like
correct.
Leslie. People from the Arab countries are also spread all over the world. Most of them are forced to flee and take refuge in other countries as immigrants. Hence, I am
Hmm.
influenced by the points from this Arab world also.
Correct, correct. Right, right. You're right. So another question is, your poetry shows a strong connection with socio-political concerns. So do you think that this kind of connect is necessary? And does it add any value to literature?
I believe that poetry should not be only for the self-interest, like
Right.
pouring our personal feelings. Uh, it becomes more effective and useful if we can include the concerns and issues of the larger mass as well.
Right, right.
This way, poetry it reaches to the wider audiences.
Correct.
The poets can make people aware of the things around them. Okay, of the time they are living in the society they are living. Uh,
Mhm.
I feel that the poets and writers have larger roles to play in the society.
Correct, correct.
By addressing the issues of their time, poets can make significant contributions. Thus, the literature can play vital roles to bring changes in the societies. So, I
Right.
like to write on the socio-political concerns in the society and of the time I'm living.
Mm.
Definitely, it adds value to the literature. It avoids writing process being the waste of ink and paper. I believe that.
Right, right. Exactly, exactly. Okay, so well said. In fact, you have employed irony and satire in your poems beautifully. I think this comes out from some dissatisfaction. Is it?
Yeah, yes, there are many historical poems in my latest collection, My Father's Face. I use
Hmm.
them as a tool to show the discrepancies prevailing in the society around
Mhm.
me.
Okay, okay,
Around me.
okay.
Uh, Common people of Nepal are not pleased with the roles of political leaders. Actually, the way
Correct,
they
correct.
use our vote banks but never fulfill those promises they make during the election time is really
Exactly.
quite annoying.
Hmm. Exactly,
So,
exactly.
Nepal, as you know, Nepal is a beautiful country. Nature has given a lot to Nepal.
Hmm.
Its resources can be utilized for the betterment of people and the development of the country. But
Correct,
nothing such has
correct.
taken place till now. This satisfaction uh, of the common people appears as satire in my poems.
Mm, mm, mm.
Such satires attack the government and provoke the people to fight with malfunctioning governing body.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think satire is very much in poems, not only
Correct.
poems in other writings also.
Correct, correct. You are right. You are right. Okay, next question is like your poetry contains stark imagery and soft nature images. So how do you reconcile the two?
Khulsi, sir, as a boy born before 1980s, when the technology was not that developed or
Right,
was
right.
out of the reach of the middle class families,
Mhm.
we grew up staying close to the nature actually.
Correct.
We used to go out from the homes to play, not like the children of the today staying confined in the rooms playing with the mobile and sticking to the
Right, right.
television. So in our days, we used to help the parents going to jungle for firewood and grass,
Hmm.
and a group of our friends used to go to picnic to the river banks or the top of the hills. These activities kept us close to the nature. Actually, I think.
Right, right. Exactly,
As
exactly. You are
so,
right.
most of the poems of mine they are full of such soft natured images
Hmm.
drawn from nature.
That
On the
that is
other,
what. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. And on the other hand, being a conscious citizen of my country, I must keep watchful eyes on the current political and social affairs of my country as well as
Exactly.
the world around.
Exactly.
So in case of Nepal, throwing monarchy and establishing democracy, we Nepalese witnessed a lot of ups and downs.
Mm.
The Maoist insurgency from 1996 to 2006 added some more pain in the lives of Nepalese during that time. So
Okay,
I think
okay.
all these appear as harsh imaginary in my poems.
Mm, mm, mm,
At the core, actually, I like to write soft feelings, human feelings,
mm.
but I cannot go away without writing about the present situation of my nation as well. So these two
Correct.
things are like going together in my poems and creation.
Okay, okay, okay. That means they have become now two wheels. Great.
Yeah,
Right.
that is supporting my poetry.
Correct, correct. Okay. So in your poetry, you refer to the sun more often. Means any special reason?
Yeah, I came to know in one of the reviews of my poetry collection that this word sun has been like used some 21 times throughout the collection.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, so when I came to know about this, then what I did, like I'm preparing for my another collection also. Then I searched this word in my new poems also, and it was surprising that this same word sun was used some 15 times.
Oh, that's that's typical. Great.
Yeah, yeah. And another word, moon. Moon also, like I have repeatedly
Mm,
used in my this collection,
mhm,
my father's face. And in new
mhm.
collection, like new poems, also I have found some 7 or 8 times this word moon is used.
Correct.
So you have read my collection, you have
That is
read
in
my
fact
poems.
that is why.
I
Correct, correct.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I use natural images and metaphors more often in my poems.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like we were brought up in such in time,
Mm-hmm.
and sun is one of them. This word sun is one of them. Maybe that it is bit more effectual than other words, other images, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe this word is more dynamic and has occupied my mind.
Mm-hmm. Correct, correct. Right. So, is in these troubled times, do you relate to the concept of means? How do you relate to the concept of the nation? Is particularly
Nation,
given the,
yeah.
yes.
Nation is a concept of integrated identity, I believe. I regard it in this way. Like in one country, people from different social, religious, and caste background come together to form a nation.
Correct,
So
correct.
bringing together all of them living within a national border of a country must
Mm-hmm.
serve as a life and blood to the concept of the nation. Because nation is not
Mm-hmm.
developed by only one caste or one religion
Correct,
or
correct.
the one like a community. Uh,
Exactly, exactly.
so supporting and preserving all of them who are in our country, whether they are from same group or different communities, uh, one nation must be the true meaning of the concept of nation.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting these types of different people from different background, when they
Mm-hmm.
are like taken care by the government in the same way, then
Mm-hmm.
only a concept of nation it becomes more meaningful.
Correct. Right, right, right. Exactly. Well said. So, do you think expatriate writers like you turn nostalgic towards their home country to a greater degree? Or do you think that you would have a more objective perspective about your home country?
I think that the home country is more subjective than objective
Okay.
because we have some feelings towards our country of birth, and especially for the emotional beings like the writers and poets, definitely it becomes more subjective.
Okay. Okay.
One's own country of birth cannot be considered from objective perspective, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, due to one's like engagement and struggle for the settlement in new country, new place,
Mm-hmm.
this feeling may be thrown back of the backyard of the mind. It may happen
Mm-hmm.
for some time when he is struggling and trying to adjust in the new place or country. Or in the long run, such subjective feelings may get hidden also because many things things are there. They keep them busy in many things. So in this run, they may forget it or it may get hidden. But in the
Okay.
long run, like once a homeland or the society where he or she belongs, that cannot be
Hmm.
forgotten. Forgotten, I believe.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. 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 I want to understand what
Right.
is your idea behind all this nation, the concept of nation and country, and your description. Okay, so what are your writing plans for future?
Khurshid sir, as you know, I'm more concentrated in writing poems
Mm-hmm.
and translating the poems.
Mm-hmm.
Continuously, I'm writing poems, and also side by side, I'm translating the good poems from other languages, especially English,
Okay. Okay.
because
Okay.
now poems from all the countries are available in English.
Mm-hmm.
So I am translating as well. So my plans for the future is that to bring more and more books on my own poems and all those poems which I have translated.
Okay,
And
you are
also
translating
I have
English
plans.
poems into Nepali, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have translated Hindi poems also, as I
Mm-hmm.
understand and write Hindi. So I have
Mm-hmm.
translated a lot of Hindi poems into Nepali as well as those poems which are available in English from other languages.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So another plan is to write essay and bring out essay collection on the lives of this Nepali community
Mm-hmm.
uh, here in Gulf country.
Mm-hmm.
Those who have come here to work as myself. So essay collection of this essays which I have written for mainly focusing this immigrant community
Mm-hmm.
who are working in Gulf countries.
Mm. Okay. 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 So, in fact, I am done with all these questions, which in fact I had. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chandra. I wish you a great success in your career of writing. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Khurshid sir. Thanks for
Yeah.
this opportunity.
Welcome.
You are always
Welcome.
helpful and supportive to me, my project. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. You can buy Chandra Gurang's book, My Father's Face, from Amazon at https colon slash slash amzn.2 slash 3bhmgqk. We are conducting interviews with writers. If you also want to be a part, please send your details to clrijournal@gmail.com. Please subscribe to our channel and spread the news. Thank you for watching.